Well, here we are, day number 2, BASSMASTER Susquehanna 2024. So I had a really good day yesterday. I had 89 inches, and that's probably my top 5 limits. Problem is, that was only good enough for 44th place. So there's a chance, I'm not far off in inches, but there's just so many people that have a good limit. It's gonna be really hard to jump up. They pay out to spot number 22, which there is 220 something anglers. So there's a lot of people that know this river really well, and there's a lot of fish in this river. So today we're just going to have fun and explore, and I'm expecting to have a good day of fishing. I'm gonna go up this creek channel. There's the main river out there, and I'm gonna try to go as far as I can go. There's a lot of grass and a lot of stuff, but I still think I can come across some big fish because I caught one in here in practice, and I only fished a couple hours, so I don't know how many there are. Will we catch them? But I think this will be more fun and just more my level, smaller. And let's go have fun with it. My goal is to catch fish, but what I made myself do is not bring a spinnerbait rod. Now, I have a spinnerbait if I have to go to it, but I threw the spinnerbait all day yesterday. Like, I know it works, and I caught them in here when I pre-fished, but I want to change something up. I was like, I know what, I just got to try something different. Topwater works here too, and it's a good chance to try to force myself to use a different lure. I'm gonna try to use a buzzbait with a swim bait on it. I got 3 rods. I brought 3 rods with me. I still think we're gonna catch fish, and I still think we might catch some really good fish. Not a bad fish. That's not a bad fish. It's gonna break me up. Didn't it? Yeah, that's not a bad catch. First one today on the Yum Dinger. We got our first one. Good start. Caught that on a spinning rod, so it felt a little different. It was so much more powerful. So my goal for today is to beat what I had yesterday. I had 89 inches yesterday and 5 fish, so goal is 90. 15 and a half, come on. This one would have to be the smallest of my limits probably, but if I catch a bunch of these up in the creek and just have a good day, that's all right too. Is that a good fish? No. Oh, get back on. Maybe a keeper, but it let go, came back. Well, he's not bad actually. We'll get a picture of him. 13 and a half. Number 2. Not big, but not bad. Saw him swarm on it. All right, 15-incher. There's 3. There may be another fish right here. That's a good little spot. That's a better one. What's up? Get up on that. I need you. How's my net shut? Woohoo! One on the buzz bait. Yeah, there's one on the buzz bait. He's a little bit bigger. Still not. I need like 18s. But we're working our way up. We're still only like just over an hour and a half into the day. He's not even that long, he's just fat. What's our biggest one today? 15 3/4. Nice smallie. This place is just so nice. I'm kind of away from the road for a little bit here. That little island right there. 2 days ago I came up here and caught a 19.5-inch smallmouth. I don't know if there'll be one there, but I'm hoping there's a fish there. Oh, oh, that's a big fish. That might be the one. That might be the same guy. I don't know if he's as big as that other one. It's a good fish though. I don't know if it's that giant, but this is it. It's a good fish. If he stays on, he's in the grass. No, he's not a giant, but he's good. He's not that big one, but it's all right. 15-incher. Was that like our third, right at 15? I still think there's another one in here. It's just a good spot, obviously. So I've caught that 19.5 of the day, and then a 15 right off this little spot here. Let's try right here. Goodness. Yeah. Another one. Not a bad one, not as big as the other one though. Next cast, let's see if there's another one. Little? Yeah, a little one grabbed it. Let go. I don't even want you. A little smallie. That's 3 fish off this little area here though. It just goes to show you, if you find something a little bit deeper, I think it was a little bit like 4 foot deep over there. A little bit deeper, it's gonna hold more fish. Oh, that was a solid one. I think it's like another 15 probably. pretty good. Oh, please be 18. I don't know if he's 18 or not. It's solid. Probably another 15. 14 and a half. Strong fighting fish, but we still need a little bit bigger. Oh! I think that was a big one. I leaned into that one. They're loaded up under this bridge. About went down. There's a little upgrade. There's another one running beside it. I thought it was gonna be bigger. 15 1/4. Man, it's a lot of power for a 15-inch fish. That dude smoked it. Jumped 6 feet in the air. There's another little one behind it. This is the same spot. There's so many fish on this bridge. It's crazy. There's my lure up. It's definitely a loaded area. I feel like the Yum Dinger is just easier to make sure I get a good hook set. They're hitting whatever comes in there, basically. But I also threw the buzzbait through there and didn't get bites. Now I've caught a couple there. Oh, they smoked it. They are hammering this, whatever falls in front of them, basically. I threw the Yum Dinger, hit the water, and he jumped out of the water to get it. I think he's well, I don't think he's gonna be 15 inches. No, he might be. He might be. He's a little bigger. Nah, he's gonna be about 14 probably. Cash, he just exploded on it. Whoa, is this big? It's not bad. Oh my goodness, get in there. trying to get up this creek, but it is really tough with all this grass. Yay! We got our first over 16. 16 and a half. This whole area up here has got me confused, like how the fish work, what they do. It's just pretty much not normal to like what I'm used to. So like I know there's a lot of fish in the river, you know, a lot of 17s in there. Is there, how many are up in the creek? Are the big ones up here? And I thought I'd catch the bigger ones back there. I've gotten a little bit further up. Now I've caught my biggest fish today. So it makes me think, I mean, who knows how far big ones go up this creek. There's a lot of water. I just gotta find the little pockets, and getting up it's been kind of tough. My motor keeps getting clogged down with grass, and if I paddle, it's hard because it's on grass and there's current. So, but I'm gonna keep working up because that's a good sign. I'd love to get all bigger than that, but we're upgrading. Little guy. Oh, it's a big one. That's a big one. Get out of the grass. I had him. Had him in the net and he came out. Yes! Yes! That's the kind of fish we're looking for. I wonder if that's the one I saw. It's crazy. All right, I don't know how long this is. It's definitely our best fish today by far. I wonder if it's the same fish I saw. I was running up, trying to get up past a lot of stuff, and there's like a open patch, and I went over a smallmouth, and I saw a swim. I was like, oh, that looked like a good smallmouth. I got up a little ways, and I thought, you know, these fish are so dumb and aggressive. I bet he might bite. So I turned around and make a few casts back this way and catch probably the same fish. Anywhere else you spook a fish like that, usually you're not getting it to bite, but you just gotta think differently. Yeah, buddy, look at that. I don't know how long it is. These fish are, I can't tell their length because they're so wide. Ooh, he's over 18 and a half. Oh, maybe 18 3/4. Hold still, right there. Close your mouth. Dude, 18 3/4. That is the fish that we need. I mean, I don't really know if I'm gonna be able to make a comeback from 44th up to 22nd to get paid. But if I can finish in the 20s, I'll be really excited about that. We need about 4 more of these. Whew. That's another one of them fish that I just saw it, and if I hadn't seen it, I probably don't catch that fish. Well, obviously I wouldn't, because I would have just kept on moving. Oh, another good one. It's not that big. Might be an upgrade though. Oh, maybe not, I don't know, it's still good fish. Maybe we're getting into more of them, I don't know. The further we get up, maybe the more we get. Just under 15 inches. It was a good fight though. It was right after I caught that other one, so. All right, this is the spot where I make my name. My back camera died. but I couldn't stop because I saw a giant smallmouth. I just went over top of it, and I don't think this is the one. And then I was like, I fished a little bit, and I catch this one. I think the one I saw was bigger than this, and he went over there in the bank somewhere. 18 incher. That's my second. Yesterday I only had one over 18. I already got an 18 and an 18.75. I think we got an 18 inches. It was close. Just trying to get right on the line. That is amazing. Now we got two over 18. That fish was stunned. It took him a minute, or her a minute to get going. Oh, dude, I thought I had another big one. I was making a cast behind me real quick. He kind of came up and swarmed it. What a day. I already got 84.25. Currently I'm in 27th. That's not gonna hold. So if I still want to actually get to that top 20, if I get a 90, I might. I mean, it's possible, but like I said, we're halfway through the day. There's a lot more fish to catch for other people, and hopefully for me. I really expect to catch a couple more good ones in this creek. Second one from the bridge, another big one. Man, he felt way bigger. Well, it may be an upgrade. Just nah, he's 14. He felt so much bigger. Just picking them off in there. Oh, wow. I just broke my rod. I'm casting it. And I only brought one spinning rod. I never expected that to happen, but that's why I got it on sale. I realized it's my favorite rod. I've used it a ton. Well, now I got two casting rods, both have braid on them. I'm not sure what I'm gonna throw. Okay, since my rod broke, I'm gonna give myself a pass. I'm gonna go back on my rule of not throwing a spinnerbait. I had one in here, I'm gonna throw it on this rod. And on my other rod, I got a Magnum fluke. I might try it. Way I can skip it across stuff without catching it weedless. We might throw it some, but I think that hopefully we catch a couple good ones. And we're having such a good day, I really want to try to, catch a couple more big ones. So let's see what we do. Yep, I'll definitely hit the spinnerbait. Is that a good one? Oh. No. Man, time has flown by. It's 11:44. We end fishing at 1:30. So that's an hour and 45 minutes. I'm gonna hit up at this bridge, and then we gotta start working our way back. We're like 3.5 miles up, and it's just hard getting around with all the grass. About to eat a honey bun. Got me a energy drink here, and I really want to get one good upgrade. That would really make the day. Other than that, it's been pretty good. Oh, is that a big one? Got me on a log. It's pretty good. Yeah. That will be an upgrade. 16-incher. The goal is that to be the smallest one. It's about an inch upgrade. Oh, I didn't realize that's the house we're staying in. I caught a 16-incher right behind the house we're staying at. That's our Airbnb. And I was wanting to make it up past there. I've made it past. I think it was 3 miles up to that house. So we're gonna keep on pushing forward. Well, we're at the bridge. I guess it's about time I gotta turn back. This river looks the same. You could probably go miles up this creek and catch big smallmouth, I would imagine. But we don't have to get back right now, but I want to hit some of the places on the way back. Well, I'm on my way back, and my controller's saying I got too much power, over voltage. It's supposed to be 24 volt, and it's going like 30 volts. What does that even mean? How do I have too much power? Well, we still got a long way to go. I guess I'll start paddling. At least we got a little bit of current. Got an hour to go. Oh my God. I just lost a giant. That was a giant. That was a giant. That could have been the biggest fish of the day easily. Man, it hit the spinnerbait and came on. Ooh. I don't know if that's gonna get up there. Fire it up. That may be a big one. Stay on. Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness, man. Oh yeah. That was a mess. 113. Well, we just got a little upgrade, 16-incher. That only upgrades us a 1/4 inch. My smallest was 15.75. I got 8 minutes. There's a spot right up there I really want to cast at if I can get there in time. Ooh, man, he's right at 16, I think. 15. Yeah, 6 minutes left. We got a cast right here. 4 minutes. Oh my goodness. 4 minutes to go. That's a good spot. I caught 2 there. Caught that big one the other day. At least we're here to get a couple casts, and then that'll be the end of it. Come on, come on. Please be there. Be ready to eat. Nothing. Come on. Man, thought that might do it. Last second heroics. Well, that's the end of it right there. Whew. 2 days fishing in Pennsylvania for smallmouth bass. Well, 2 tournament days and then 2 pre-fishing days. I've been over here 4 days fishing rivers and creeks. Well, it's just how it goes, isn't it? Except, got the fish I need 17 minutes too late. I'm just kind of drifting back down, just kind of making some random casts. Catch this good one. 17 3/4. That would have gave me an 1 3/4 inch upgrade, but there's so many fish in here like this. Wait, how come I couldn't get you just a little while earlier? It's amazing. That's pretty cool though. Where were these fish at earlier today? They weren't here. I fished all this. Goodness. That's a nice one. Man. Why couldn't I just had a little bit extra time? Oh, he wouldn't have helped too much. He's thick. 16 3/4. Good fish though. I got like a quarter mile back to the ramp. I'm just kind of floating and casting. What an absolutely amazing place this was. Just awesome all around. What an awesome trip. And you've made it to the end. This is day 2 of the Bassmaster Kayak Championship 2024 on the Susquehanna. Somebody told me to add a W in there. Susquehanna. Thank you for those people in the comments that commented on day 1. And I've already, published day 1 video and read the comments. A lot of people that commented. And so this was day 2. I don't know if you've expected anything like this. End up going to the creek. Well, you made it here to the end. I'm going to cover 3 things you're probably interested in. What's going on with the Newport motor, and what do I think about it? How did I finish? And maybe just a recap of the river itself. So, and real quick, and the tournament. So let's go ahead and recap the tournament. I didn't get where exactly I wanted, but I'm okay. I'm kind of happy with where I finished. So there was 224 people signed up for this tournament. Crazy amount of people. I really wanted to do well. I put a lot of effort into the tournament. I did a couple days of pre-fishing, which I'll probably make those videos later. I kind of just want to show the tournament videos first, and I'll save those pre-fishing videos for some other times. And caught a lot of fish in pre-fishing. But I ended up day 1, 44th. Didn't get as much as I had on day 2. I kind of, went down in inches, but I moved up to 38th spot. So I ended the tournament 38th out of 224. Can't be mad. This is like a national event brings out all the big gun kayak anglers. So I'm not like terribly disappointed. I did lose a couple fish, but everybody lost. I talked to so many people, and everybody lost fish. So if you're like, oh, you should have done this, hey, even the guys in the top 5 lost big fish, had to come off. So there was 8 guys that I stayed with. 4 out of 8 of us ended up in the top 20. So 4 guys got paid out money, and then 4 of us, brought up the rest of the field. But I was happy. So my goal was to do better than I did last year. Bring the motor. How's it going to help me? Can I improve my standings? Last year, I finished 36th. Now, the difference was, last year there was 146 anglers. This year is 224. What is that? 70-something, almost 80 people more. So, I was 2 spots lower than last year, but 80 more people better than. So yeah, I am not, disappointed as far as how it went. Other than just couldn't get that, up to 22 where they paid out. And I just didn't catch the whole tournament. I didn't catch a single 20-incher. And it could be, you could say, well, you should have thrown this, you should have did this. And yeah, you might be right, you might not be right. Obviously I talked to lots of guys at the house and, listened to a lot of this and a lot of that. And I still think I did pretty good and caught a lot of fish. And I'm learning. I'm going to learn from that and try to apply it. But I also feel like if I was just, I could have easily came across a couple 20-inchers that would have made a huge difference. If I'd have had a 20-incher on day 1, 20-incher on day 2, I would have been top 15. Now, a lot of times that's well, anybody can say that. Not really, because you had to be consistently catching good fish. So caught tons of fish. So that's the recap of the tournament and where I finished, and shout out to all the other guys that did really well, especially the 4 guys from our house. And the next thing, we'll talk about the motor. So on the way back, basically, when I started heading back, my motor kept saying too much voltage. I would try to throttle down, it would go ring, and then kick off, start beeping. And I did this 10 times. I kept trying to do it. Unplugged the motor, unplugged the battery. I tried everything other than getting out and taking the motor apart. So I was like, I don't have time to mess with this. And I didn't mess with it till I got back home. When I came home, I hooked it up. Same thing. So I took the prop off, and there was a little bit of grass in there. And I really think that was the main thing. I kept going through grass, kept, bogging it down. And it was just like a torque thing, wouldn't get going. So when I got home, kind of took it apart, a little bit of grass in there, put it back together, and then what I did was I put it in reverse, and it kind of started slow, then it started spinning fine, and then I put it in forward, and it started working. So I'm going to use it here coming up on another tournament, another river tournament in a couple days, and we'll see how it does. But this is another. But the advantage of having the motor was so big in how much you can cover without getting tired. Now, last year I paddled my shoalie, and I caught a lot of fish. You know, I didn't get the limit that I got day one. So I actually, in inches, I went up like 2 inches or 2 or 3 inches day one, and I still think I did better than I did day two. So I definitely had better fish. I was not near as tired. I got to cover a lot more spots that I wanted to hit, and that really did come into play as far as helping me get a couple more better fish. Especially day one, if you see my last fish is like a 17 and a half. I think it was like a half-inch upgrade or something. And in this tournament, a half inch can go a long way as far as upgrading you. I made a long run up through the current to get to a spot to catch that fish. And then day two, I was like, I just want to go explore, and I really wanted to go up this creek because I knew there was a lot of fish in there. And there was so much fish. I even cut out some of the fish, and the camera was off for a couple of catches also. So there was so many fish in this creek, and I came across two really good ones. And I had one hit there towards the end that in my mind, is like a 19-incher. Was it? I don't know. They always feel bigger when they come off. And I'll say that. And if you hear any other kayakers or if you hear fishermen say the one you lost was a big one, because it always feels like a big one. You see that glimpse. You see it. Sometimes it really was. And it depends on who you listen to. Sometimes it really was big ones. And then sometimes you're like, well, it was like a same size fish you've been catching. So the motor was a Newport 180 Pro. It's a 1.8 horsepower, and I have a 50 amp hour 24 volt battery. And in practice, I ran like 2 days, 2 half days, but fine. I charged it up for day one, ran all day, no problem. I charged it up, for day two, ran all day, no problem, until I think the grass kind of messed me up there at the end. And it was hard getting through that grass. Like it was tough, as far as getting through there. If I was paddling or something, there's no way I'd got as far as I was wanting to get. So I am very, very impressed with what the motor allows you to do. I have it on the RVR, which is a shallower, like river kayak, 150 amp hour, 24 volt battery. I feel like that can last me a long time. Even like maintaining current, that's huge. Just sitting in current and you maintain some power just to keep you there, or just to bump you up. Hey, I want to run up, up a little bit without having to paddle or pedal with your feet. Just using like energy from your body, where you do that all day and you are exhausted. And I've done a lot of tournaments where I've done that all day. I put a lot of work in and I'm exhausted the last couple hours, where it might affect your decisions. I noticed a huge difference where I was just like, oh, this is so much easier. I feel so much more refreshed, relaxed, and even, just zipping around, even if it's 100 yards, it's just no big deal. And the last little recap is the river itself. I actually, my biggest fish actually came out of a creek that runs into the river, but there's so many places on the Susquehanna River that you can catch fish, and there's just so much fish. And like, just finding fish usually isn't the problem. It's finding those little bit bigger ones, and then just not having them pop off. Because there's probably 20 people that said they could be in the top 10 if all their fish hadn't come off. But there's lots of ways to catch them too. And these fish aren't too picky. A lot of times they were hitting. I've had so many hits on a buzzbait, spinnerbait, or the yum dinger, or whatever I was throwing. As soon as it hit the water, they're on it. Like, I missed some fish because they hit the bait as soon as it hit the water. So that's kind of the fun part of it too, how aggressive they eat. But it's definitely a destination place, I think. If you are a river fisherman or into fishing for smallmouth, it's something that you will really enjoy. Somewhere you should definitely go to check out. Give yourself a day or two, kind of hop around to different areas. You probably need a kayak or a jet boat, but you can definitely fish it from the bank. I saw guys walk out to the middle of the river, most of the places is only 3 foot deep at like the deep spots. So you can get out in there, get into some shoals, and you can definitely find you some fish. Well, thanks for watching. And I almost forgot, if you're still watching, the Knucklehead Tournament. This is the last month. We are in August. We already have our 3 winners for the first 3 months. We're picking one more winner. And you still got time to sign up if you want to jump in on it. This is going to be the last person. Going to finish out. Going to have our 4 people to go fish the Knucklehead Tournament. Appreciate all the support. Thanks for watching. And I will show some more footage from the Susquehanna River. Probably, maybe more in the winter. I'll kind of save some of that stuff to when it's slow and I can't even get a bite. I'll go back and look at this footage of my 2 pre-fishing days where I'm catching like 25 fish a day and remember how amazing it was. That's it. Thanks for watching.